Yeah, so I have a question, if you want to hear it.
What's up?
Yeah, so how mentally challenged are you? You think telling me this isn't going to be a hostile interview would actually work? I mean, you're a pathetic queen, you and the squid guy. It's so obvious that the squid guy was trying to bait me in with views from a larger channel.
The squid guy? We could have a normal conversation right now. I have no interest.
You guys are so upset about the Chris Tyson expose.
I have no interest in this being conversation.
The green herself, which was involved in the least matters about EDP, is literally vouching for me. It's so clear to everyone.
I have no interest in this being a conversation.
I was the guy who broke the story. You would know that if you knew how to read. It's all in the news articles. I am the man that exposed an adult sending inappropriate messages to a minor. More victims came forward after I said something and it was brought to light. What is your problem with that? It's funny, really. I mean, everything the squid guy said, oh, he's going to slither away. Oh, he's going to get away with it. It was all babble. None of it was true because of what I did.
I'm not the squid guy. Do you want to
came forward that
have a normal
Chris
conversation?
Tyson victimized him. He came forward and a sexual assault victim came forward.
Are you playing a recording?
Somehow I was magically correct about what I was saying.
Are you playing a recording?
You two are pathetic weenies. You're so bad at your job.
Are you playing a recording?
For you. And I'm telling you right now.
Are you playing a recording right now? Are you playing?
Trying to get me to come on this whole weekend.
Is he playing a recording
the whole time? It's because I like wasting your time. I don't like you. I don't respect you. Your time is worthless to me. I think it's really funny for you to be sitting here this whole weekend waiting for me to come on only just to get a couple of minutes of insulting you, and you're gonna sit there and take it because you have no self-respect. You want your interview? That's your interview. Enjoy your weekend.
Did he just play? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prism42, the guy who ultimately exposed Chris Tyson for inappropriately texting a minor, and someone who will ultimately go full-on schizo when you try to have a full, genuine interview with the guy.
I first asked him, oh yeah, no, so we said something publicly. Like I said DM me publicly and we set it up. So he DM'd me, hey, what's up? We can set up the interview for another time, but I'm busy tonight, so there are some questions I will ask before the interview as well. Yeah, does tomorrow work? And show or go ahead. Please let me know everyone I'll be speaking to, so I will know how to manage the time and for who. Any surprise visitors I will mute and not speak to. So he had a lot of requests. He was just saying, hey, I'm going to mute anybody in. This only better be a one-on-one. And I say, it'll only be me. No worries. Does 6 p.m. Central work for you? Maybe. I'm not sure. I will be busy these next couple of days. I'll keep you updated, though. If I'm free, I'll let you know. Sounds good. Yeah, just let me know. If you can, I'll be streaming from 5 p.m. Central to about 8 p.m. I'm busy today. Will tomorrow work? Yeah, that should be good. I'll be streaming the same time. Hey, just checking in. So then I say this morning, hey, just checking in. You good for tonight? Shouldn't be that long. I might be good. I'll let you know if I am. But promise me it won't be a hostile interview, okay? This guy's fucking like... Promise, please. No worries. And I say again, no worries. He seems very worried for this, or at least he used to. No worries. It won't be. I won't drag in that Spurg Smaggle. Lol, just us. I appreciate you making the time. Thanks for letting me know. What's your Discord? Mine's Lyricslaw. Are you on? I'm going live in 19 minutes. What's your Discord? Mine's Lyricslaw. Are you on? Yeah. Does that work for you? Sure, but I'll wait a while. Sounds good. Did you add me on Discord, or I could just give you your give me your handle? I added you. Hey, I messaged you. I'm ready whenever you are on Discord. So this is now live. I think I'm waiting for him. Hey, did you want your interview or not? This is when he got like weirdly aggressive. Like, okay. I say, yes. Is everything good? I didn't mean to slight you. Do you need more time? If so, that's all good. I'm basically fucking cucking out in these DMs. I'm being so respectful. I'm saying like, yeah, dude, I didn't mean to get on your fucking bad side. And he DMs me, yawn.
Yeah, that guy sure is a strange one. But let me give you guys a bit of insight as to why I'm making this video. So this guy decided to drop a 12-minute response video to a bunch of things people have been saying about him in the community regarding his Chris Tyson allegations. And I think this guy is a complete liar throughout his whole video. Because when he did his interview with Chut Logic, there were a lot of things in that interview that just contradict everything that he said in his video, such as how exactly he got the information out of the alleged victim.
Misconception is that we lied about hiring him for an editing job. This is also false. It wasn't me that was going to hire him for an editing job, it was Verdius. I was just investigating. So the reason why LavaGS didn't get to edit is simply because Verdius just didn't make any videos. He had real intentions of hiring editors. He really was going to put him to work.
You know, that's very funny that he says only Verdius was going to hire him for an editing job, when on Chud Logic, this guy literally said we were going to hire him as an editor, and it just ultimately shows how dishonest this guy is. Literally in the first couple minutes, he's already lying.
Yes.
Did you lie to the victim to get the interview?
Lie to the victim, specifically about the reason why we were doing the interview?
Yeah, you said you were looking for an editor.
Yes. We had told them that we were looking for an editor, and we did an interview, but I don't see why everyone is fixating on that, because it was we were investigating. Why am I getting shit for finding this out and pointing this out? I literally see a guy inappropriately message a minor, meet up with him in person, and I investigated, and I'm getting shit for it because I didn't give this guy a heads up who still
There's absolutely no way this guy thinks what he did was 100% in the right, because sure, you might have exposed Chris, but you still misled the victim into giving you that info, and no matter what way you put it, That just seems really fucked up to me. But hey, we already know what Prism thinks about that whole situation.
Time
That's
frame
what I'm being told.
to have this interview released.
I get why they're upset about it, but do they not see there's such a thing as a necessary evil? I don't view that as a good thing. It is a bad
You do
thing,
not get to
but it's a
violate
necessary evil.
You do not get to violate the agency of a fucking alleged victim to get clout, retard.
All right, I'm gonna.
Like, I ultimately just don't get this guy's obsession with making Lava a victim when they themselves ultimately just don't feel like a victim. If they don't feel like one, then we can't force them into being a victim. And I just don't see your obsession with just really trying so hard into making them one. Especially after they sent you this DM as of recently.
So this is apparently his messages with Prism42. Also, sorry to hear you got doxxed in the situation. Hopefully nothing will come of it. It is updated on YouTube. Thank you very much. No problem. So they're like talking about, he's like saying sorry for Prism being doxxed. I don't know, they're just having a conversation. No problem. I'd like to clear up a few things. Verdius did not mislead you about hiring for an editing job. He simply didn't create any content. He was searching for editors, and I was just investigating. I wasn't upfront with you about making a video on Chris Tyson, but I didn't trick Verdius in any way. Also, I'm not going to be making that comprehensive video, so you don't need to worry about any content I didn't show involving you. I'm going to release a response video sharing my thoughts and opinions. If I might sound a bit blunt, don't take it personally. I have no hard feelings towards you. While I appreciate your response, you've thrown me into a huge situation I've never wanted to be a part of. My face is in tons of news articles about it. This shit was 6 years ago. If something bad happened to me in public or in private, I would have already spoke about it long before you investigated it. I'm trying to live my life normally, and now I'm in the spotlight on the internet. You leaked my personal information about me, made me a target to tons of people online, all because you didn't ask for the context when you had every chance to. I have my life right now planned out, and the last thing I needed in my face was to be thrown all over the internet with the word victim beside it. I'm a grown-ass man, and for you to take advantage of me while you think I'm a victim is very uncalled for. You call yourself an investigative journalist, but you did not do any investigation for the victim that you had contact with and wasn't called for. I'd appreciate if we just left this where it was. I don't care if you didn't take advantage of Verdius, you took advantage of me. You never once asked for any context or even asked me if I thought I was a victim. I don't care if you don't change your mind about the situation, but I hope that you can hopefully do your investigations better so you don't put future people through what you have put me through. I wish to move on from the situation and not speak with you again.
So another lie that I noticed come out of this guy's newest video is when he said that the Mike Klum documentary on EDP didn't actually rush him into putting out these allegations, when that is ultimately false, since I have about 3 times that this guy has said in the Chud Logic interview where he admits that the Mike Klum documentary on EDP is the exact reason why he rushed out these allegations.
So people claim that I was releasing my documentaries to outbeat Mike Klum. This is false. Mike Klum had zero intentions of covering the Chris Tyson allegations. He was only going to make my job harder. Mike didn't know about Chris Tyson, so I'm not going to hold it against him. I'm not allowed to talk about the situation further because of legal contracts or police investigations. What I was doing was I was taking all the evidence I had, and me and Verdius were pressured because of the documentary. I can't talk anything about this other guy's documentary, but we were pressured to release it, and so I was on a time crunch to get this video filmed and get all this out there.
He had the suspicion that Mike Klum would include a section about that in the documentary. So he just kind of wanted to get the thing out as soon as possible.
What a well-founded suspicion. Well-founded, very well-founded.
Well-founded, yeah.
Hold on. Again, I just want to ask a question. So I just want to ask, did you have to rush out the video because of Mike Klum's EDP video?
Yes.
Just so you guys know, I had a 4th clip that had him admitting that Mike Klum was the reason why he rushed out these allegations, but I thought you guys just pretty much got the point, so I just decided not to include that one. But this just shows that this guy is a complete dishonest liar and should just literally not be trusted with anything in the near future. Like, anything that comes out of this guy's mouth has to be tied to some sort of proof before I even think about believing him. But on to the next point, which is EDP.
People also claim that EDP is my friend or that I defend him. This is blatantly false. This is not true. EDP is a piece of trash pedophile that I have zero respect for. Even EDP's victim, Kayla Hotskins, knew that I was not friends with EDP and knew that I was using EDP to try to get out this information.
Sure, you might have just been using EDP to spread these allegations around the internet, but you still have 2 pieces of his content on your channel, which to me it does seem very odd, especially now that literally just serves as free promotion for EDP. So of course any person would just assume that you're friends with the guy, or at least friendly, considering the fact that you have 2 pieces of his content right on your channel, and considering the fact that he was another person that you went to get these allegations out there.
I'm just a clout chaser, when literally I was trying to give it to someone else because at the very beginning, I didn't want any association with this.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to
That's
pass on the information. Yeah, literally, I tried to give it to multiple people. I tried to give it to EDP. I tried to send it to Charlie Kirk, Okay, yeah, I know.
Wait, what would you give it to eating payable people?
Okay, well,
Yeah,
all right, well,
that one was.
okay.
Yeah.
So what happened is, so I sent it out to people.
Well,
that
EDP
I
was the
know.
last resort, right? EDP was the
Okay,
very
hold
last
on,
person on the list. Okay, just to clarify.
Well, okay. Well, when he says last person on the list, keep in mind, like, relatively. So at the beginning when I started, I didn't know any YouTubers, I didn't know any content creators, I didn't have any connections whatsoever. What I was in like a Turning Point chapter, so I knew Turning Point stuff. I know like political stuff. So what I did was I reached out to like Charlie Kirk's driver, I reached out to people in Turning Point, I reached out to a journalist, I reached out to a news site, and after all that, like, it went nowhere. I didn't know what to do. And then I see Critical's video that he made about EDP being desperate. And then I was like, wait a second. I looked into like, potentially going after this guy before. I know how to contact him. And I was like, if this guy's so desperate, I can just give him the information. He can cover it, and then it's out there.
Like, sure, you might have been desperate to get this information out there, but even then, that gives you no real excuse to give a pedophile a chance to get recognition again. Especially since now, if you look on TikTok, or on Twitter even, people are literally talking about EDP all over the place. Sure, they're saying things like, oh, well, it takes a pedophile to know a pedophile. It's still some sort of recognition for EDP. You gave this guy another shot at being in the spotlight, you fucking dumbass. Instead of, I don't know, posting a fucking Google Doc on Twitter, which would have been the safest option in my opinion, even though you said you have a Google Drive on your buddy's channel, but like, that is under the description. Like, that no one's gonna see all that. Like, what are you talking about? One last thing I would like to add is this guy on Chud Logic's stream said that he didn't want these allegations to be attached to him when he first was coming out with them.
I really don't care that much because, like I said, my goal was to just get out the information because my stepfather, he told me to get it out by any means necessary, and that's what I was trying to do. Like, literally, it's as simple as that.
After all I've seen of this guy, from Lyric's stream, from his newest video, I 100% call BS on that. This guy definitely always wanted the recognition and his name tied to these allegations as the person that took down Chris Tyson, because I don't know, this guy's clearly just a clout goblin. You guys saw how he, at the beginning of the video, in that interview with Lyrics, like, this guy is such an egotistical piece of garbage, and it just doesn't surprise me when I went to his channel and found out that this guy had like 2 teasers to the allegations against Chris Tyson. Like, there is no way that this guy didn't want his name tied to these allegations. He wanted people to know he's the one who put these out there.
I think it's really interesting though that, you know, people are trying to say that I victimized someone, even though I'm literally getting out the fact that that Chris was messaging him inappropriately. I think that is a really interesting take on it, and it seems like it's almost like coming in defense of Chris Tyson is the way that I see it.
Alright, that's pretty much all. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that BS.